Um,
Probably.
yeah, let's go up north.
So, who else is up north anymore? Is it Vancouver?
It is Vancouver. Don't let him cook. He's on fire.
3 for 3. We're gonna pretend
All
those
right,
other ones never happened.
let's talk about the Vancouver Whitecaps, who give me anxiety every time I look at their roster. In the door are two homegrown players, Harifa Yao, JC Ngando, a Generation Adidas signing, and Matthias Laborda on a free transfer. Out the door, Janko Beek, sorry, Big Hell. Oh, pronunciation awful. Lucas Cavallini is out. Cody Cropper, David Egbo, Jake Nerwinski, Leo Owusu, Tosaint Ricketts, Michael Baldissimo, Fiorian Youngworth retired, Derek Cornelius, and Chow Alexander, the biggest swing and a miss in the history of signings, is gone. As is Eric Godoy, by the way. Add another one to the pile. Um, they are rumored to a striker named Ty Barabo, a center forward from Austria's Wolfsberger AC, and a Japanese goalkeeper who is 5'10" tall. What do they need on my side? They need a TAM level center back that can come in and basically start instantly. Veselinovic is good. I think he's got a good future ahead of him. Javian Brown's more of a right back than a center back, and that's even then you're looking at Karifa Yao as center back. So need some help there. If you're going to use Gressel advanced, I don't think they are, but if you are, um, I'm thinking maybe some right back depth as well. Right now, you're just looking at Tristan Blackman and or Javian Brown. Again, it depends on where you want to play him. Um, and finally, you got a DP slot. Go get a DP number 9. I don't think Ty Barabo is a DP number 9, but Toronto or Vancouver have done crazier things. Please tell me what you think.
I kind of wish they would have done a little bit more in this goalkeeper spot. I'm not overly convinced with Hasal yet, and I kind of wish they had somebody who was there to challenge him if he didn't kind of live up to the potential. I mean, right now on roster, there's just other young, like Vancouver 2 people on the team. Um, I just wish they got someone who was maybe more experienced in the league to come in and challenge for that number 1 spot. So, Hasal has to kind of perform or be benched because I don't know. I haven't been convinced. I know he had some injuries last season, if I remember right. So definitely still think he deserves a shot. But I just feel I don't know. I'm not overly confident that he's just going to step in and fill the shoes of Crepeau. But yeah, I would also agree with you at the right back spot. I guess it depends on how they want to line up, depending on like what they're going to do. I think a 3 at the back would work well for them, and then they can play Gressel in his best spot, which would be like the right wing back spot. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't love the roster overall. Just looking at it, to be honest with you, I feel like you can improve in many areas. But I don't think that I don't know. I don't see an overall like glaring hole in the team.
I will say I'm going to take back my. I won't take it back, but Ty Barabo, if they can get it across the line, would be a better signing than I thought. Um, Israeli international, 7 appearances for Israel, 3 goals. He's got 16 appearances, 7 goals in the Austrian Bundesliga so far, 4 goals in 3 appearances in the Austrian Cup, and he has 2 goals and 4 appearances in Europa League qualifiers. So um, it'd be a better signing, but it has right now a 0% chance of actually happening according to or well, not a zero, but like they don't have a probability yet that it might happen. So they're looking, but I'm just going to go jump into my grade here. This grade is an F, plain and simple. This team is 4 points out of the playoff spot in 2022. They've got an open designated player slot, and they've got, as you mentioned, holes to fill in basically every position. and your biggest signings with a month before the season is one MLS guy with minimal experience, three rookies, and Laborda. Vancouver, if they just had like an ounce of aggression in the transfer window once, one season of aggression in the transfer window could be good, very good. But they sit here and every time they get a half decent player, they sell him midseason, and they just go to be obscure. It kills me every single time. If they can get the Wolfsburger guy across the line, great. I don't think the Japanese goalkeeper is going to be great. As of right now, as of the 29th of January, 2023, this transfer window isn't enough. Woo!
I don't know if I'd say it's an F on my opinion. Definitely not a great one. I completely agree with you that they need to be more ambitious. They need to go and take some more shots on guys like Diber Casado, even if it hasn't panned out. But I feel like they are very. I don't even know if I'd say they're passive. They do find good signings, but they just refuse to kind of hold on to them. Honestly, I'm surprised Ryan Gault's made it this long. For how their transfer history has been, he probably should have been out the door by now. Um, I'm gonna give it a C minus. I think this team should have improved more if they want to be competitive. I think at the moment, I see this team as maybe competing to sneak into the playoffs in
But
a
that's
good
not good enough. They've
situation.
been that way every year.
I know. This
What more
this
do you
league is
need? What
improving.
more do you need to push into a playoff spot with an open designated player slot than just barely missing out? Like, what more needs to go off in the owner's heads? Like, oh man, maybe we should try.
I don't know. And
I
I
don't know.
don't even think like bringing in Ty Barabo, like how much is that going to elevate this team? I mean, you have Brian White at striker who's proven to be a good striker for you. I don't see this as a position where you like desperately need to improve. Like I think I wish they kind of went for the winger spot. I mean, Christian Jaume has been pretty good for them, but like Diber Casado hasn't panned out really. I I don't know. I still think they have decent players on this team. I just really don't know what they're gonna do with it though.